Hey there, folks. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully that the material and the lecture material that was covered was not too horrible. In this little video, we're going to go through all the things you need to do to make sure you're good to go with your analyses and Jamovi constructions to really give me solid write-ups. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with some stuff that feels pretty basic, straightforward, things we've done already, and then end on something very new. I'm talking about these stacked 100% bar plots that I keep talking about in lecture. So we're going to get started with the data cleaning step. And one of the things we always want to do is make sure we can get rid of our DKs and NAs. And I'd say for some of you all, there may be an IAP sometimes. I've seen in some of your stuff. Make sure to get rid of those if you can, or make sure you get the right data set because I think there might be something wrong or wonky with what you have. So I go to the variables and I want to make sure I get the gun law variable cleaned up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and edit in missing values. I'm going to get rid of the don't knows. I'm going to get rid of the NAs, treat those as missing values because now I can go ahead and actually analyze this stuff without those additional categories. And so from there, I can get started into creating my sort of chi-square crosstabs. Go to analyses, go to frequencies, go to independent samples. And from there, go ahead and I can play the game we love to always play and say, how long does it take for Jamovi to find this stuff in the search thing? Again, it's free and it gives us complicated things that look really nice that are kind of point and click, and I love that. And so, I don't want to necessarily give up on it, but it does sometimes take its good old time. And so once we get that done, make sure we put our explanatory or Y variable on the rows tab. I now want to put degree, which is our explanatory, our response variable, my apologies. We go ahead and put our explanatory variable, degree, on the columns, and it should go ahead and provide us what we see here. We've seen this before, nothing new. And so providing that allows us to go through and say, all right, I want something more. I could go ahead and use total and give you the total percentages for things. But I think I actually want to do columns. Columns are useful for analyzing for practical differences. And once I do that, it's done. If for some reason you accidentally unclick this sort of x squared, chi-squared value, that's fine, not a big deal. Make sure it's checked because now, in this case, we have both our contingency tables as well as the chi-square value. It's made in there, we're good to go, and that's all you need for your analyses. We now want to go to part, and we could also go ahead and we could check the rows instead, but this part gets us chi-square, and that's basically the 7 steps that we need to do. Pretty straightforward, right? The last part we need to make sure we get done is to create a stacked 100% bar plot. And so I'm going to go ahead and use the vidge plots module thing little add-on that we did way back in module 3 to make sure we could do some really cool plots. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to click on the bar plot. It's actually the same thing we did before, but now we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of switch things up a little bit. Last time I wanted you to put maybe the rows part, this part on our top part for the explanatory variable, the Y variable. When I talk about category axes here, I'm actually going to switch gears and I'm going to go ahead and then put our explanatory variable, X variable, on our category axis. So as degree starts running that, pushing through, probably would have been easier to just go to it. There we go. And if I click on this already and let it run a little for a second, It actually kind of looks like a regular bar plot, but now I'm going to add one more element. I'm going to add this group element to this. And I'm going to look now for gun law. And gun law is now going to get applied to the group. And this is our side-by-side bar graph. Remember, I need to click on rotate x-axis labels. By doing that, I can actually read these things nicely, and that comes in handy. So this is nice, but it's not exactly what I want. The last thing we got to do, which isn't too bad, is just move this sort of y-axis thing to stacked 100%. I want my accuracy to be 1/10. That's what we've been using. And there you have it. There's our graph. You can even see this looks like there isn't a big difference in these bars, and that probably suggests that practical differences, from a statistical relationship standpoint, isn't really there. We already looked at that percent difference rule. We can see it with this picture as well. That's it. Nice and short and to the point. Figured you all would appreciate a quick run through that should be just a quick extension from what we did in Module 4. Take it easy, folks.